According to the U.S. Census, 1/3 of Iowa's population lives in rural areas. There's nothing wrong with wanting to live away from larger cities, but it does come at the cost of a lack of health care. KTIV's Taylor Deckard sat down with a Hinton, Iowa native and University of Iowa grad student about why she wants to change the narrative when it comes to rural health care opportunities. That's this week's Health Before.
But what I found was when you find something that you're passionate about, no matter where you come from, you have a voice.
Hallie Vonk is graduating from the University of Iowa this weekend. Raised in Hinton, she realized she grew up with a different point of view on healthcare and accessibility.
There were about 5 of us that realized that our experience with healthcare was a lot different than what other people had experienced.
Vonk understood what it meant to be rural. A big part of her time at the school was creating the Student Association of Rural Health.
Really a ground roots effort just from students that had an interest and passion in rural health.
It's an organization that provides learning opportunities for students while also raising awareness about the health and healthcare needs of rural communities to students at the University of Iowa.
Growing up in Hinton, I would say was culturally rural, but close enough to Sioux City where it wasn't necessarily a rural area compared to some of what my classmates had experienced.
Barriers like transportation, lack of insurance, shortage of workforce, and a migration of potential employers picking urban areas rather than rural. The last 2 years for Vonk has been filled with deep discussions, field trips, networking, volunteering, and working to engage students with more opportunities in rural healthcare.
A lot of these students that are coming to Iowa actually might have grown up in a very small town. And what we're trying to do is just reinvigorate that passion and inspire students to move back to their hometown and to care for their family and their neighbors.
For Health Beat 4, Taylor Deckard, KTIV News 4.
Vonk will graduate from the University of Iowa on Friday, cheering on other students who want to land a career in rural health care. And she's passing the baton to other leaders for the Student Association for Rural Health to encourage others to prioritize rural health care.